Hey guys, Marsling here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we just got some very interesting news over here on Twitter with the leak of the V-Jump information for Dokkan this month. And yeah, to say that this is surprising would be a little bit of an understatement. So the main things that we can see here, I have a zoomed in image on this other tab somewhere, is yeah, this release of an SSR Android 8, good old EZA himself, that then awakens into 17 and Android 8 together. So this is a surprise. This is definitely very interesting. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be an End of Z reference. I don't remember much about the normal version of 17 from GT, the one that ends up fusing with Hellfighter 17 to become Super 17, because I'm pretty sure they don't really show much of him in GT before that. So where exactly this is supposed to be from, I'm very confused. Like, I don't know if I'm just missing something huge, but I don't remember ever seeing these two characters together or interact before, other than the fact that, you know, obviously technically they're both androids. So you got Android 8 and Android 17. So I'm not sure what the relevance of this is. I mean, 17 plus 8 is 25, so it's not like some kind of reference to the year or something like that. Like we all thought we would see for like 2019 and Android 19 and 20 unit together, because, you know, like playing off the year. So nothing about that makes this make sense. So I'm not really sure exactly where this has come from. This seems very out of left field, but the SSR is Android 8 and it Dokkan awakens into 17 and Android 8. So definitely a strange one. This is obviously going to be a pretty interesting buff for the Androids category that hasn't had a buff in quite some time. We got the LR Super 17 recently, but you guys know I love Super 17, but there was a very wonky designed unit, so I'm not too sure. But Androids really needs a bit of a buff. Honestly, it needs more buffs than just one new unit, but fortunately, the leaks have us covered on that one as well, because as we can see from the main image here, so the next free-to-play LR EZA is announced, which is of course the AGL Trunks. Going in order of the release of the Prime Battle LRs, he was the one that we were expecting to get an EZA next, so that does make perfect sense. And we also have advertised on the page here a couple of free-to-play EZAs. Now, this makes perfect sense because, as we've seen from the Prime Battle EZAs so far, you've needed to use a full team of free-to-play EZA units that were fully rainbowed. You have also, for the Frieza one, you had to use the Prime Battle Goku. So it does remain to be seen whether for this Trunks one you'll need to use Frieza and Goku, or whether you'll just have to use Frieza, because we've obviously seen from the Frieza one that you had to use the previous LR EZA. So the Trunks one is now where we'll get to find out whether we have to use Goku and Frieza or just Frieza, because if you have to use Goku and Frieza, then it stands to mind that the next one you're going to have to use Goku, Frieza and Trunks. So if I had to make a prediction off the top of my head, I'm going to say it's just Frieza, just because it makes it so much harder if they do keep it that trend. Like, imagine being a newer player and you want an EZA like Prime Battle Cell when he eventually gets his EZA. By the time he gets his, you'd have to use Goku, Frieza, Trunks and Vegeta on that team if they did keep it up that way. So I do think you probably are going to only have to use Vegeta. But you are going to have to use a team of free-to-play EZAs. And so it shows here the art for the future 17 and 18. But you can see here on the actual in-game like banner art, there is also the Int Trunks as well. So this is the AGL Prime Battle Trunks. He's always been good for things like Super Battle Road because he gets extra ki and an extra attack and defensive boost when facing 2 or more enemies. So this is something that I could see obviously getting an increase. Hopefully these will change to percentages rather than flat boosts. He definitely needs start of turn defense, that's for sure. And judging by the EZAs that we've seen so far, like Goku was obviously good. Frieza is crazy good. Like Frieza and Roshi are basically contention for like 2 of the best free-to-play units in the game. So hopefully this Trunks receives a similar kind of treatment. He definitely needs to get some interesting super attack effects. Definitely revolving around defense I think would be very good. And then yeah, he needs start of turn defense. But if they do this right, like his buffs against multiple enemies, this is going to make him a really, really strong unit for Super Battle Road. So definitely looking forward to seeing what they do with him. And so next up we have this Tech 17 and the STR 18. So these guys were pretty much built around having each other on the same turn to get their full buffs. They also get an extra buff here. 18 gets an additional super when there's a Hybrid Saiyans enemy. And so does 17. So they both get an additional super attack. They are both attack and defense infinite stackers. So very, very good free-to-play units for long-form events. And then to be honest, like their stats, they're pretty decent. Attack and defense 70%, additional attack and defense 70%, and a medium chance to evade enemies' attacks when there is a 17 future attacking in the same turn. That's her same turn buff. And then he gets a chance to perform a critical hit when attacking in the same turn. So obviously 18, her ability becomes a little bit less valuable in some of the longer events where the enemy disables dodge in the final stage. But at that point, obviously being an infinite stacker, by the time you get to that stage, her defense is obviously going to be very, very good anyway. And in events where there is a Hybrid Saiyan, she's obviously able to get off multiple additional super attacks. So honestly, these guys, even pre-EZA, they're still fairly decent. So I'm actually quite excited to see what they are going to look like post-EZA. I'm a little bit worried that that means that maybe their EZAs aren't going to be like crazy impressive because, like I said, they're already fairly decent now. Obviously, they're going to be super, super good in the actual Trunks, like Prime. Well, it's going to be an Extreme Z area, of course, but they're going to be super good for that because obviously you're fighting a Hybrid Saiyan. They're going to get guaranteed additional super. You're just going to run them on rotation together. 18 has type disadvantage, but is going to have the chance to dodge. So I don't see the Prime Battle Trunks Extreme Z area being particularly difficult, especially with these guys on the team. Now, we know from the image here, by the looks of it anyway, that you're either going to have to use this int free-to-play Trunks, or that he's like either he's going to have to be on the team for the Prime Battle Trunks EZA, or maybe this image just means he needs to be on the team for the actual Extreme Z area to awaken these two, which I guess probably does make more sense. It's going to be very interesting to see, outside of just the Prime Battle LRs, who else you need to use on this Trunks Prime Battle EZA. Because remember, JP did get the EZA for the STR Android 18 that has the art with her kissing Krillin that is originally from the barbershop. And in the past, the Prime Battle Extreme Z areas have required you to use a unit that was EZA'd from the barbershop. So I could see that being on there. It's going to be very interesting to see exactly what team you have to use, because the Prime Battle Extreme Z areas are, there's like no leeway, right? You have to use 6 specific units, fully EZA'd, fully rainbowed, and there's no like room for any sort of variation in that. So it's going to be very interesting to see what those other units are going to have to be. I do think this int Trunks on here probably is more of an indication that he is going to be required for the Extreme Z area for these 2 androids, because remember, this int Trunks does already have an EZA, so he's not getting one with this celebration. But yeah, very, very interesting. I mean, this definitely a surprise. I think in like I was going to say in like a million years, but yeah, I don't think anyone would have ever predicted that this was going to be something that we would see in Dokkan. So I don't really know what else to say about this other than that this is quite a huge surprise. I mean, Trunks we knew was probably going to be the next Prime Battle LR EZA, so that doesn't come as a surprise. You know, units that are related to him that are free to play getting an EZA are not a surprise because you need to use those for LR Prime Battles. But this, I mean, yeah, nobody saw this coming, I'm pretty confident in saying. So let me know what you guys think down below. What do you think this unit is going to be? What are they going to do? What saga specifically are they from, if you know more information about it than me? Because obviously, like I said, I don't even remember when these two units interacted. I think with the way that 17 is dressed, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be an End of Z reference, because I'd have to go back and check, but isn't this the clothes that he's wearing when Goku does the final Spirit Bomb against Kid Buu? Because I think you also see Android 8 during that section as well, so I'd have to go back and double check that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. So is this something that you're excited for? I'm sure there's not a lot of people out there that would say Android 8 is their favorite character. There are some people obviously who do really love 17, but this does seem like a character that is not going to be super hyped for a lot of people. So often when that happens, the card ends up being insanely busted, because obviously they want people to summon. So when it's a less hyped character, normally the card is really powerful. So let me know what you think down below we could see from this unit. What categories are they going to lead? What sort of things are they going to do? But this is very out of left field and very interesting, so I am quite excited by this. Let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.